Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, obviously by reading the title below, we're talking about the flight attendant interview process. So you decided that this job is for you.
Drop the bass.
You've decided that this job is for you. What you're going to be doing next is you're going to apply. You're going to go to the company's website and you're going to send in your resume. You want to make sure that your resume looks as flight attendant-y as possible. So you can literally go online, go to Google and look up flight attendant resumes, and you want to make your summary as honest about you and what the job history that you have, but you also want to incorporate a lot of flight attendant stuff. So sometimes when you send in your resume, it goes through the system and they look for keywords that are related to the job. So safety is going to be a top one. Customer service skills is going to be a top one. If you have any history in the health field, that's going to be a big one. So you just want to make sure that you have all of that in there and describe the job as best as possible. You want to be as honest as possible, and you want to make sure that your resume is as clear as possible. You don't want it to be typically longer than a page, because if it's longer than a page, probably have skipped around jobs a lot unless you're a lot older, but even still a lot of people stay at the same job for a lot of years. So you just want to make sure it's pretty condensed, but you also want to make sure it's jam-packed with information that's selling you without you even being there. So once you send in that application and they send you the email for a video interview, you are going to be interviewing online. So first things first, what you want to do is go on Google and you want to Google flight attendant interview questions, and you want to practice as much as possible. I cannot reiterate this enough. You want to practice these questions. You want these questions to come off the top of your head, like how you can say your birthday, your name, and your favorite color. So you want it to just roll off your tongue. And literally, there's Glassdoor, Indeed, Google in general will literally give you whatever you need on flight attendant video interview questions. There's even other YouTube channels that talk about this exact thing, and all they have a whole video on is just flight attendant video interview questions. So go out there, Google those, practice them, know the company that you are applying for through and through, and I mean know them, know the name of the CEO, know when the company was founded. And a lot of people might say that's just being extra, but when this is a job of your dreams, you want to be extra. Even if they don't ask you those questions, just know it and know the brand of that company, because you want to be a part of their brand. So when you decided that you wanted to become a flight attendant, you did a little research on different airlines, and you know that their brand is what you want to be a part of, because once you work for them, you are selling their brand while you're working on their planes. So just do your research, know the company. For your video interview, what you want to do is dress very professional from the waist up. Who cares what you're wearing on the bottom, because all they're gonna see is the top half of you. Like right now, I have my jammies on and a cute top, but you guys wouldn't have known that unless I just told you. So just make sure that your top looks very cute. For my interview, I did a button up and then I put a blazer on top. But like I told you in the last video, if you haven't watched that video, go back on my channel, watch the video. It's a good one. Heard it was funny. No, just kidding.
Okay.
No, just kidding. So I didn't do a video interview my second time around, but the first time I wore a button up with a blazer. I had the red lipstick, drew a mole on, and making sure my makeup was done up really nice. That is all extra. First off, you do not have to wear red lipstick. I don't know why everyone always says wear red lipstick. If you think that the color that complements your skin the best is nude, then wear nude. If you like the color pink and you want your lips to be pink, wear pink lipstick. No one can tell you how to do your makeup. Do it how you want to. Just make sure you look naturally beautiful. Don't go in there with flamboyant eyebrows and super colorful eyeshadow. Don't do that, because then they're like, whoa. Like, wear naturally beautiful makeup. Make sure that they can see you and you're telling a story on your face as well. Make sure during your video interview you're smiling a lot. You want to have a lot of personality. I mean, just like, hi, my name is blah 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 and I'm so excited to work for your company. Sell yourself. You want to talk up, hype yourself up like if your best friend was hyping you up to your crush. I got you, sis. There you go. Hype yourself up like your best friend is hyping you up to your crush. And then you're going to just be amazing. And you just want to show as much personality as possible. Continue to smile. Make sure you practice those questions. So when you are doing the actual questions, you already know how to answer. So every airline's going to have its elite members. You want to know the names of those elite members and kind of like know the process of what would happen in certain situations. So I know one airline has a question where there's 5 people, but you only have 1 seat left. Who's getting the seat? The military personnel, the pregnant woman, non-revs, or your elite status member? Obviously, the elite status member is getting the seat because they fly with the company most frequently. They're giving the company the most amount of money, so they're going to get catered to. But you wouldn't know that unless you did some research on the company that you are so choosing to interview for. So just make sure you know those little details. Once you complete your video interview, you're going to submit it and you're going to wait. So much waiting.
One eternity later.
Sometimes it comes in really quickly if you got a thanks but no thanks, or you move on to the next phase, or sometimes it takes a really long time. So if you get a thanks but no thanks, you're going to wait 6 months and then you're going to reapply. And when I say reapply, you're reapplying 6 months to the day when you can reapply to the company. I'm not kidding. If this is your dream, you have to be consistent on it. So if you get a thanks but no thanks, do not give up. Like, don't give up. Please, 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 I'm begging you not to give up. Just know that sometimes it's just not your time. And take it as a time, those 6 months, that 6 month period, take it as a time to grow, save some money, and better your work history. But don't give up. Please never give up. If this is truly your dream to be a flight attendant, please never, ever, ever give up. If you move on to the next phase is a face-to-face interview. So how do you prepare for the face-to-face interview? You're going to do basically the same thing you do for the video interview. You're going to go online, look up some practice questions, and you're going to practice them in front of people, and you're going to practice them in the mirror. You're going to be practicing before you go to sleep, when you wake up in the morning, and you're going to have so many different people interviewing you on these simple questions. So when I did my face-to-face interview, I was already a flight attendant, so I knew that I was going to be going in for my face-to-face. So the girl that I was working with for that trip right before my interview, I was asking her to ask me questions about the job so I could get more practice. And I think that truly helped me. So I was practicing in front of random people, practicing in front of my family, practicing in front of the mirror, practicing before I went to sleep. So when I got to my interview, it was just like, this is old news to me. I've already practiced these. I already know what I'm going to say. At that point, you're just focusing on body language, smiling, facial expressions. That's what you're worrying about at that point. So practice a bunch. Second, you want to make sure your appearance is in tip-top shape. If you decide to wear a dress, make sure it is a modest dress. You don't want anything that shows the girls. Guys, if you're wearing when you wear your button downs, you want to make sure it's all the way up and you're like with the tie on. You don't want to have the Rigo Suave look. Although it's cute outside of work, during work, that's not okay. So you just want to make sure you look very modest, very professional. Ladies, if you're wearing dresses, you want to wear tights. You can wear flats or you can wear heels, up to you. If you're going to wear heels, make sure it's like a modest heel. You don't want to wear like your 6 inches to the interview. No, sis, this is not the time nor the place for the stilettos. You want to wear something about like 3 to 4 inches, I say, is what's modest in my opinion. And yeah, or you could wear a pantsuit if that's what you like. I like both, but I wore a dress to my interview. I wore a flowy blue dress with a blazer and heels, and I had my makeup pretty much exactly how it looks right now. I wear the same makeup every single day. When you walk into the interview, just know that they are watching you from the moment you walk into the door. So make sure you're smiling, make sure you're sitting up straight. Your energy that comes off should be confident and like happy. Just don't be a negative Nancy. You don't want anyone to feel like bad being around you. Don't be that bad energy. Be the good energy, if that makes any sense. I hope I didn't lose anyone on that one. Just be nice, happy, smile, get to know the people around you. Make sure when you're talking to the people around you that you're keeping the conversation mainly based on the job. Don't talk about what you're going to do when you leave. Don't talk about how you went to the club the night before. Don't do none of that. Just talk about the job, get to know each other, but be genuine. Don't try to like fake it, because they could tell when you're faking. Just be genuinely yourself. Also, make sure you pack a snack. You will probably be there all day long. For my interview, I was there for 10 hours, and all I had ate that day was like a really small breakfast, and the only thing that they supplied us with was water bottles and peppermints. Sis, I was hungry. Let's be honest. I was getting hangry. I was upset. I was ready for the interview to be over, but I knew that this was probably going to be my last chance to get with this airline. So I suffered through, but don't do what I did. Bring a snack. Make sure you have extra copies of your resume. Have at least 5 copies. Just in case one gets wrinkled, you want to have a fresh copy sitting right there. Make sure everything's up to date on your resume. And when you are speaking to the interviewers, make sure you have a firm handshake. Even if you're a woman, make sure it's firm so they like know like you are serious. You are to be taken serious. So firm handshake, not tight, not hard, but just like a nice firm handshake. And then interview. Enjoy yourself. This is gonna be it's the hardest part of becoming a flight attendant is the interview process. But once you're already at the face-to-face, all you have to do is sell yourself. And who knows you better than you? You got this. I believe in you. Rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Don't ever feel like you're not gonna get the job because of how you look, how old you are. They can't discriminate against you for those things. A lot of airlines say that they don't want you to have tattoos. So if you do have tattoos, don't be discouraged. As long as they're like you're able to cover them up, then just tell them you don't have tattoos. I have a lot of flight attendant friends with a lot of tattoos. I personally don't have any, but they have like full sleeves. As long as you can cover it up, cover it up. Don't go to your interview with the tank top dress on with your sleeve hanging out. No, you're gonna wear a nice blazer that goes down to your wrist and that covers your tattoos. So if they ask you if you have tattoos, you say no. And sometimes they want to do like a body check where there's certain foundations that they have, like makeup that'll cover your tattoos. Maybe try doing that. Some people don't suggest that because it's lying, but if you really want this job, you know, I'm not gonna tell anybody to lie. You know, take that up with you and who you believe in. But if this is really what you want, I don't have tattoos. And then you're gonna interview. It's gonna be great. They don't care how old you are, as long as you're able to lift a certain amount of weight, as long as you're able to open these doors, as long as you're able to smile and be nice to people. I had a lady in my class who was like 50, and I'm 20. I was 22 and she was 50. It does not matter. If this is what you want to do, this is a dream of yours, then do it. Go out for it. Don't ever let anyone ever tell you that you cannot do something because of your age, because of your race, because of anything. If this is your dream, do it.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
And that's that on that. So once you're all done with the interviewing process, there's 2 things that can happen at the face-to-face. Either they will hire you right on the spot. So if that is the case, you're gonna go through it like that. But that's not what happened for me, so I can't really say what happens right after that. I know that a lot of people say that they just ask for your ID, passport, social security, just like getting all the information on you so they could start you in their system and do your drug testing and all of that stuff. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. If you do drugs, this is not the job for you. X nay on the drugs A. So they do drug test you, and they randomly drug test you throughout your career. So drug usage is a no-go. So to all of my weed smokers, just because it's legal in your state does not mean it's legal federally, and does not mean it's legal overseas. So no substance abuse of any kind is allowed. So for mine, the second thing that can happen is they'll tell you that they want to review some things, and then they'll get back to you, and they'll send you an email with a thanks or no thanks or a CJO. For me, I thought that once they didn't give me my job offer right away, that I didn't get the job, so I was like really disappointed. But the next day I had an email saying, we would like to invite you to training. So don't listen to the rumors, just wait. No answer is better than a no. So just take it for what that is. And after that, you are off to training. Y'all like my dance moves? No? Okay, cool.
Okay.
Anyway, training's up next, and I'm gonna do a whole video all about flight attendant training. It is not as terrible as everyone makes it out to be. Mine was a little bit traumatic both times, but we'll story time that, sweetie. But yeah, it's typically not that bad. And training, you just have to make the most of it. But that is all I have for flight attendant interviewing process. If you have any questions, comments, and or concerns, put them in the comment section below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you all. Thank you guys. Bye.